What is up, guys? It's your boy Paul here, coming at you with another video today. Today I want to talk to you guys about the simple idea, not simple task, but simple idea of optimizing for one thing. The reason why I want to talk about this is because I feel like let me move this real quick. I feel like we, as a culture and as people, try and do so many things at one time, right? And I definitely touched on this topic the other day, but I'm going to put it into other areas of life as well today. But it's like the idea of optimizing for one thing is so countercultural compared to doing everything at once. Like, you know, you ever like been trying to like do homework while you have like a TV show going on, while like you may be trying to like listen to music, and it's just all over the place, right? Sometimes people try and read while listening to music. I know I used to do that. You know, sometimes we're trying to work while we're trying to like listen to something in the background. You're trying to read while maybe your favorite football game is on, or maybe you're trying to, be at your desk, but you have your book right there. So when you're working, there's a distraction there. When you're in your bed, you have the TV on, so your brain doesn't know, okay, is this for sleep? Am I here for watching TV? It's like we have so many things that we use for more than one purpose. And although it may seem like we're, utilizing it more, in my opinion, and I'll explain why here in a second, I think we're utilizing things less the more things that we use it for. So, again, this is kind of just like where I get my thinking as far as like for this and what I've seen like just within my own life. Let's just take objects first, for example. And this is like what I touched on the other day. So for the bed in your room, how many different things do you like do on your bed besides sleep? Because in my opinion, the more things that you do on your bed, the more your brain will associate those actions with it, right? And so when you go into your bed, it doesn't automatically mean, okay, I'm going to produce melatonin and I'm going to go to bed. Like for me, I used to, and I'll give this example, I used to read all the time on my bed. And reading for me is very, very stimulating. And so whenever I would actually try and go to bed at night, I would literally be up till 2, 3 a.m. just because I couldn't go to sleep because my brain was like just thinking boom, 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 boom. And there's no way I could go to sleep like whenever I wanted to. And so what I would often end up doing is like just go on YouTube or just pick up a book, and then I got like my hit, and then I was able to go to bed later. But it was crazy ever since moving here. When I optimized my bed, there has not been one night that I have had more than 15 minutes where I couldn't go to bed yet. Now, it probably will happen eventually. But thus far, because I've only used it for one thing, that's what's happened. I said this the other day. I have it to where, like my office, I only use that for working. Out here is reading time. So like when I go in there, I know it's not to like just learn and do some other stuff while I'm trying to work. If I go in there, I'm getting work done. If I want to like relax a little bit or take a little break, I don't just relax in there. I come out here and do whatever I'm going to do out here, right? So it's like you have to optimize for one thing. For whatever the objects that you are using in your house, optimize them for one thing. Now, on the flip end, on the mental side of things, you want to optimize for one thing for whatever you're doing. You want all of your brain power to go to that one thing. So, like, let's give an example of this. So, like I said before, I used to try and do work while listening to music in the background. I now, even if I'm just sending messages to people, I now have nothing on at all. If I'm only sending messages to people, I'm just boom, type, boom, type, boom. And that's just what I do now. Instead of like, having favorite music or having a sermon in the background, I can only do one thing at a time. And I realized how much more efficient I was able to get in all of these things ever since I stopped doing the other things in the background. And look, I don't know like all the science, like other people will probably be able to tell you the science and everything like that. But what I do know is that from my own life, my brain feels way more clear if I only do one thing at a time. like I told you, I used to like listen to music. Even though it was peaceful music, I used to listen to music while I read. And like my ability to focus now has gotten so much sharper when I have no noise, and I'm just reading. Like I said, same thing for working as well. And so one thing that I also used to do, let's take working out now. I would always listen to an audiobook or, listen to music there as well. Well, here's what it's done for me. I don't mind doing that if I have a rest day or a day where it's a moderate day. I don't mind doing that. But for example, I've been trying to work on like the human flagpole, like where you pull yourself up on the on any pole in like your sideways. I've been trying to work on that. I'm trying to work on like some muscle ups and everything like that. So whenever I'm trying to work on a new skill or I'm like actually having a very, very intense workout, for me, I can't have any noise on, because for me it's like I've noticed I can't actually produce the amount of work that I need to produce if I have other things going on in my brain and they're thinking about those other things. Like for me, it has to be 100% of my mind's attention on whatever it is that I'm doing. So I hope like by those examples, I was kind of able to explain, what I mean by optimize for one thing, not only with each individual object that you have, but in your mental modes as well. So when it comes to you applying this to your life now, here's what I want you to do. On the physical side of things, I want you to look around at everything in your house and see how much things have multi-use. See how many things have multi-use. And here's why you want to do this. For you, the couch may mean, watching TV, playing Xbox, watching movies, and sleep. The couch may mean those 4 different things to you. And so when you sit on the couch, it's going to automatically trigger those things. And now, sometimes you don't know which one to go to. If you're a excessive eater and you have a surplus of food like in the fridge or in the pantries or cabinets, you're just going to go open in the cabinets not knowing what you want in specific. You're just going to go because you're bored of eating, but also just because it's a habit and you have so many different options to choose from. I'm telling you, this may seem like crazy, but like I have to do it like this because like if I want bread, I'll go to that one. If I want like any nuts or anything like that, I'll go to that one. If I want, milk, I know where I'm going to the fridge. And it's like you have to take the inventory of whatever object you have in your house. Take your room. What do I use, my room for? What is this area used for? What is this area used for? My closet. What is my closet space used for? My bathroom. What is my bathroom used for? And I know these things like sound like, okay, it's like you can't help but have some multi-use for some things. Yes, sure. But also know that the more things you carry over into different environments, the more it's going to confuse your brain. So that's why I never take technology into my room or bathroom at all. Technology stays out of my room and bathroom. Okay, because I don't want my first thoughts, like if I'm getting up in the morning, I have to listen to music while I'm, showering or whatever that is. No, I want to be focused. I want like my own thoughts in my head before I let anything else come in the outside world for me. And so secondly, on the mental side of things, here's what I want you to do. All I want you to do is like keep track of how many times, if you're able to notice, keep track of how many times you're trying to do 2 things at once. A key indicator of this is look at how many tabs you have open whenever you're on the computer. Look at how many tabs you have open whenever you're on the computer. Look at how many apps you have open whenever you're on your phone. Look at how many multiple things you have going simultaneously when you're doing any of these things. And you'll be able to see, oh wow, I am trying to do a couple things at once. Next time you're watching TV, watch how many times you pull out your phone. I bet you can't just watch the TV. I almost bet that you cannot just watch the TV. You're going to pull out your phone multiple times. It just happens. It just happens. So look, I hope that what you're able to do from this, and I don't even know if I said it clearly. I know I just try to give it like a lot of examples, but let me know. Let me know if like I need to do this one again, or just give some more examples, or maybe even just if you reach out to me, we can have a conversation as well. But look, if this video helped in any way, shape, or form, leave it down in the comments below. Give it a thumbs up. That definitely helps as well. And if you know anyone who is huge on multitasking and they think that they're the best person in the world at multitasking, send them this video and ask them to try it out. Only ask them to try it out. Don't say it's going to help you or anything like that. Just say, hey, try this out. Saw this video today. And as always, subscribe below. Stay tuned for the next videos. I will see you guys later.